going up live. Okay, glad to know you're still there as we continue with Rapid Sports highlights on Rapid Dawn, the breakfast show on Rapid TV. I am Ijoma Victor. I will head straight to the ancient city of Benin, where the Niger Delta Games came to an end with Team Edo emerging as winners of the second edition, now which ended at the Samuel Ogbe Mudia Stadium. Now let's tell you that the state capital, which is Benin, hosted the event that came to an end yesterday. Now before the final four relay races on the final day, the host state had already been probably assured of first place, having secured 52 gold, 34 silver, and 25 bronze medal. Delta State finished second with 39 gold, 29 silver, and 35 bronze medal. Defending champions Bayelsa finished third with 25 gold, 24 silver, and 26 bronze medal. Akwa Ibom, Abia, Cross River, Ondo, Rivers, and Imo State finished 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, respectively. Team Delta dominated the relays, winning 3 out of the 4 events. Now, the games, sponsored by the Niger Delta Development Commission and organized by the Dunamis Icon Limited, were not only about sport at a cultural expo night headlined by Oke Bakassi. Ondo State won the dancing competition for the prize money of 1 million naira, which was doubled by the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olopade, who was present at the event. Chairman of the Edo State Sports Council, Amadine Nebulele, commended his team for the win and praised Governor Monday Okpebolo for backing the team. He said, "This is a good feat for our team, and I must commend the athletes for finishing tops." Now, this is a good moment for the state, and I must also ascribe this feat to the Governor, Monday Okpebolo, for support he gave to the team. Yes, remember on Monday, we talked about the Governor giving 20 million naira to the winners and 10 million naira to the runners-up. So, big congratulations to Team Edo, 9 states from the Niger Delta, including Ondo from the southwest, Abia from the southeast. I think just trying to make sure that the numbers are complemented. Now, away from that, we head straight to Ikene. That's in Ogun State, where the management of Nigerian Premier League football side, Remo Stars, has confirmed the appointment of Usman Abdallah as the club technical advisor. Now, the club made the confirmation through a statement on Thursday afternoon. According to that statement, we are delighted to confirm the appointment of Usman Abdallah as the new technical advisor of the club. Now, the appointment takes immediate effect and represents a major step in the club's strategic drive to enhance performance and achieve greater success. Now, the club said, now the Sky Blue Boys are currently in the relegation zone, and the appointment of Abdallah is expected to revive the hope of the team. Now, we talked about Remo Stars and, the report flying around this man, Daniel Ogumodede. Now, Remo Stars are the defending champions on the league, and they are bottom of the table, 20th position. It's really going to be a tough task for what's his name again, Usman Abdallah. Let's see how it pans out for him, because looking at a club, yes, they have everything, but all of a sudden this season they really slipped. Since they gained promotion, they've been consistent, especially in the top 4. Now, after winning the trophy last season, they just went down out of the top 10, out of the top 15. And now they are in the 20th position. We know what it is when a team is relegated to the second tier of Nigerian football, talking about the NNL. And it will be very difficult. You can go and ask Kano Pillars. You can go and also ask Lobby Stars, who are looking for a way to return back to the NPFL. But for Remo Stars, we have enjoyed them so far. We've seen their facilities. We've seen their infrastructure. We see what they have. And Daniel Ogumodede definitely actually put in for a job to coach the under-20 side, the Flying Eagles. But that confirmation is yet to come out from the NFF. So we wish Usman Abdallah the very best. He has a certification from UEFA. Hopefully, with his wealth of experience and knowing Nigerian football, he'll be able to take Remo Stars out of the relegation zone. I will head straight to Yaoundé, the capital of Cameroon, where Nigeria's Super Falcons have stepped up their preparations for the double-header friendlies against Cameroon ahead of the next month's 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Now, Justin Madugu's side had their first training session at the Stade Omnisport Amadou Ahidoj Annex, Yaoundé, on Wednesday. The African champions, however, make all use of the main pitch on Thursday. 20 players took part in Thursday's training session, including goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie, Michel Alozie, Osinachi Ohali, Chiwendu Ihezuo were all expected in camp as at last night. Now, wing back Chidimba Okeke and Halimat Ayinde are being expected in camp today. The Super Falcons will face the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon on Saturday, with the second leg friendly slated for next week, Tuesday. Now, both matches will be played at the Military Stadium in Yaoundé. I will come back home. I will head straight to the Adokie Amesiabaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. It was all smiles for former Nigerian winger and Rivers United technical manager Finidi George. Yes, as he described the win on Wednesday, 25th of February 2026, as a day of smile after the Pride of Rivers ended their 5 games winless run in all competition with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over privately owned club Barau FC. Now, in the rescheduled 2025-2026 NPFL fixtures. Now, 2024-2025 NPFL runners-up had to wait until the 85th minute when Stephen Manu broke Barau's FC resilient with a superb strike that handed Finito's side all 3 points. Now, the victory lifted Rivers United to the top of the NPFL table with 46 points and 3 games at hand. Now, the former AFC Ajax winger and 1995 UEFA Champions League winners could not hide his joy after the final whistle. The Rivers United technical boss maintained that his side dominated proceedings from start to finish, but the breakthrough was not forthcoming before Manu broke the visitors' resilience 5 minutes before the final whistle. Now, the former Sharks of Port Harcourt winner refused to reveal the reasons behind the team's persistent struggles in front of goals. Now, Rivers United will travel to waterside Barau United this weekend, mindful of the challenge ahead. Last season, the Restoration Boys, that is Barau United, came to Port Harcourt, the Adokie Amesiabaka Stadium, and secured victory. Back in Yedeguam, they completed a double-header over Pride of Rivers. Now, this season, Barau United snatched a win in Port Harcourt again during their first leg visit. However, Finidi is not losing sleep ahead of the trip, hinting that he could make some changes to his matchday squad to ensure they don't return empty-handed. So let's see how it pans out with Finidi George, smile on his face, returning back to the summit of the NPFL. Will they win the trophy? Well, they seems to be running home and dry. Well, about 3 outstanding games to be played for Rivers United and some other games in the NPFL. And hopefully in the month of May, we will know the new champions. And Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has broken his silence on the details surrounding his contract negotiations with the Nigerian Football Federation, the NFF. Now, insisting that his requests are standard amidst and ensuring proper working conditions. Now, speaking on podcast HDF, Chell revealed the discussions about his contract began immediately after Nigeria's match against Egypt national team. Also telling you that according to him, officials from the Nigerian Ministry of Sport, that's the National Sport Commission, and the Director of Customs approached him after the game and informed him that talks regarding his contract will continue in Nigeria. Now, Chell clarified report about his salary, stating that the figure discussed was $130,000, not euros, as previously speculated. Now, the former Malian international explained that part of the challenge in African national team job is that head coaches are often responsible for paying their own technical staff from their salary. Now, he noted that managing a national team like the Super Eagles of Nigeria comes with enormous pressure due to the country's population of over 250 million, stressing that he needs a structured support system around him. Chell further described his request as basic negotiations demand, including asking for flight ticket for his family if he is to reside in Nigeria. Good one, we will say, Eric Chell. I'm sure you've heard histories of the coaches in Nigeria, especially the last coach before Joseph Presidio and Finidi Jordan, and even Austin Senezo talking about Gennett Rowe. I will head straight into CAF headquarters, where the Confederation of African Football CAF Executive Committee has approved an upward review of the prize money for the CAF Confederations Cup ahead of the 2025-2026 season. Now, in that report, it was a revised structure. Yes, in the revised structure, the winner of the competition will not pocket $4 million, a significant figure. Yes, will now pocket $4 million. A financial boost amid a strengthening club football across the continent. Now, according to the new breakdown released by CAF, the runners-up will receive $1 million, while each losing semi-finalist will earn $750,000. Now, clubs eliminated at the quarter-final stage will go home with $550,000 each. The increment is part of CAF's broader strategy to enhance the commercial value of the competitiveness of inter-club competition while providing a greater financial incentive to participating teams. The Confederations Cup, Africa's secondary club competition, has continued to attract growing attention in recent seasons, and the improved prizes fund is expected to further raise the stakes in the 2025-2026 campaign. I will head straight to the UEFA Champions League playoffs played yesterday. Talking about UEFA Europa League. Now, let's tell you that Red Star Belgrade lost to Lille, and they couldn't make it to the round of 16 in the Europa League. Let's also tell you that Ferencváros defeated Ludogorets about 2-0. Let's also tell you that Plzeň lost to Panathinaikos about 2-1. Now, Celtic defeated Stuttgart by a single goal, but Stuttgart qualified for the next round. Then Bologna defeated Brains by a single goal. Celta Vigo won, PAK 0. They will also have Dynamo Zagreb and Genk settling for a 3-3 draw, but Genk will be going through to the next round, and Dynamo Zagreb out. Then Nottingham Forest lost to Fenerbahce 2-1, but Nottingham Forest will be going to the round of 16. So we say good one for English teams, and they are moving. And in the Conference League, now, Drita lost to Silch by 3-2. Then Fiorentina lost to Jagiellonia 2-4, but Fiorentina will be going through. Let's tell you that Sassuolo 4. They will also have Shikja 0, AZ Alkmaar 4, Noah 0, Crystal Palace 2. And Zizkiski 0. They will also have Sigma Omok 2 and Lusaid 1. Then Lech Poznan 1. Then QPS 0. So it's a good result coming from the Conference League, and all the draws will be known today. Talking about the draws, let's tell you that 16 teams will discover their opponent in the Champions League knockout draws that we go down today, Friday, according to report. Now, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Tottenham Hotspur. We are already in the heart, with Newcastle United joining them in the last 16 after a 9-3 aggregate win over Karabakh in the playoffs round. Now, 8 winners of the two-legged knockout phase playoffs join the top 8 side from the league phase table in the draw. Now, clubs already know who the opponent they will face in the Champions League. Let's also tell you that in the same Champions League, top seed Arsenal will be drawn against Bayer Leverkusen or Atalanta. Yes, Arsenal might play Bayer Leverkusen or Atalanta. Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur, who finished 3rd and 4th respectively in the league phases, will meet either Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, yes, not all Juventus, because Juventus as well. So it's going to be Atletico Madrid and Galatasaray. Then Manchester City will be drawn against either Bodo Glimt or Madrid. Then Benfica, Chelsea will also take on either Newcastle United, Monaco, no, Newcastle United and Paris Saint-Germain. And let's also tell you that Newcastle will face either Chelsea or Barcelona. Now, the Friday's draw will also allocate a side of the bracket for the teams, meaning they will know who they could potentially meet in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the last 16 legs will take place on either the 10th or the 11th of March, with the reverse fixtures going down on the 17th and the 18th of March. Now, the Pukas Arena in Budapest, Hungary, will host the finals on the 30th of May. And this is where we draw the curtains on Rapid Sports highlights for the week. Join me again 5 p.m. where we look at all the games that we go down this weekend. Yes, Friday night football will be going down also tonight. We'll also look at that and the games that will go down this weekend. Do have yourself a beautiful day ahead. Good morning. I am Ijoma Victor.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the story.